Well, regular Insight viewers recognize her right away as a valuable resource in planning and sustaining your retirement. She's Heather Foster, investment advisor and fiduciary. Today we want to talk about what it really means when we talk about holistic planning when it comes to retirement. Good afternoon, Heather.
Hello. It's funny. I was looking up the statistic on the word holistic, right?
Yeah.
And if you could invest into it, if it was a stock, whoa, you would be a millionaire right now, because it's really become a verb, something that people are using more and more. And I had some clients come in and say, you know, you're talking about it. There's several other financial planners talking about the word holistic. What does that really mean to me? You know, what is it? Well, you guys talk about this. What does it really mean? And the best analogy I can give is one that most people would understand is if you went to your doctor and let's say you're having an eye problem, right? Your eye is bothering you. Where are you going to go?
To an eye doctor.
To an eye doctor, right? You're going to go to the specialist in that field. But let's say you go to your eye doctor and they're like, well, I don't see anything from my perspective that's wrong. But you're having this pain, you're going, well, I know something's wrong. So then you go to maybe somebody that's a holistic doctor, someone that understands the body as a whole, right? So they're going to not just look at your eye, but maybe the problem's caused by something in your hand, which you wouldn't think, right?
No, not so much.
Where's that correlation? Or a vitamin deficiency or something like that. So most people are understanding that sometimes the symptoms that we have in our lives are not actually caused by, you know, what we think it might be. It might be something completely different. So holistic planning or holistic medicine is where you look at the body as a whole, and financial planning is the same way. So maybe you have your 401k and you're not happy with the returns. You're going, man, something's wrong here and I just don't know what. Have you had anyone sit down and actually look at the whole picture? Not just, you know, with the whole picture of retirement, but even your 401k, all the positions you have in your 401k, as well as the positions you have available to you, to see if maybe there's just one piece in there that's not working right, that's causing all these other symptoms. But holistic planning in retirement really comes down to, have you taken a look at all of the pieces? Well, what are all of those pieces? Most people go, well, I don't really know. I know that my financial planner invests money in stocks, right? And that's what he does for a living. What else is there to this? And what we focus on is, all right, well, you don't just, first of all, have stocks.
Right.
You want to work with someone that can do all the different arenas of investment planning, which is going to be insurance planning. So insurance products, safe products, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, exchange traded funds, the whole gamut when it comes to investments. But it's not, we can't just stop there, because what if I, as a financial planner, I'm buying and selling stocks for you and I'm causing you a lot of capital gains? And I'm not planning from a tax perspective. Does that help or harm you?
That harms you because you have to think about what those tax penalties are going to be.
Right, and I always say that your rate of return is relevant as what you pay in taxes on those things. So that's one piece that's affecting another piece, right? So taxes and the tax planning strategies that we talk about often on the show, you know, correlate heavily with the investment returns. And then when we talk about estate planning, so legal planning, you know, if you leave money to your heirs, and let's say you leave a lot of money to some non-for-profits here in town, and you leave the non-for-profits all of your after-tax money, and you leave your IRAs and your taxable money to your kids, you've done something wrong there, because these charities can get that IRA money tax-free, and your kids then can inherit the after-tax money tax-free.
Right.
So if you don't have a good estate plan in place, it can cause you, again, a lot in taxes and a lot of investment return. So, and then the insurance planning, so health insurance, long-term care insurance, disability insurance. There's a lot of different insurance products out there, as well as safe insurance products like fixed annuities that can help aid in these planning processes. So if you've saved up your entire life, and let's say your investment person has done a stand-up job for you, you end up with a good amount of money in retirement, everything is wonderful, but then you get dementia. Guess how much money is going to go out the drain if you don't have long-term care insurance?
Right. All of it.
Maybe all of your estate. So if you don't look at it from a holistic planning perspective, what we talk about is that how much can this truly affect you? Make sure that your professionals, so if you went to that eye doctor and your eye doctor wasn't talking to your hand doctor in my example, you'll never find out that your eye is being caused by something else, right? So get those professionals communicating in your retirement programs. Get the tax professional communicating with the financial professional, which should be communicating with the elder law attorney, right? So for the legal professional, as well as the insurance professional. Get those people communicating so that when they're laying out a plan or a structure for someone, it's that holistic approach. Holistic meaning the whole picture, not just one piece, because every piece affects another. It's like a clock.
Well, and there's so much to think about, but if I come to you and I have that free consultation, you're going to lay that all out for me, right?
Yes, that's what I do. That's what we offer in our firm, is a free consultation. When I sit down as a financial planner, I've been trained to kind of look at all the different pieces. I'm not an attorney. I work with attorneys. I'm not a CPA. I work with CPAs, right? But I've been trained to look at the whole picture, gather the information on the whole thing, and then bring in those professionals as needed to help make sure that the plan is going to work effectively. And those consultations are at no charge. A lot of people utilize my service for a second opinion because maybe they've got some of the professionals but not all of them, or there's maybe a question of if their professionals really looking at the whole picture. They'll come in and get a free consultation and potentially a second opinion or do consulting work with us.
Always a good idea to get that second opinion. Well, always a good idea to look at the entire picture too. Give Heather Foster a call today so you can get that second opinion or that free consultation. Hey, and make sure you mention Insight when you give her a call because you're going to get a free gift when you do. 234-2200 or check them out online. We'll be right back.